Imperfektor is a dual-band multi-effect by DCSI, built within N.I.Reaktor environment. You need to previously own N.I.Reaktor and set Imperfektor as a N.I.Reaktor effect. The main idea behind it is the concept or unpredictable audio variations, freely inspired by those analog imperfections which in certain cases old hardware audio machines were producing when their internal components were not stable, old, or malfunctioning. It's built with the main goal of adding those random imperfections mainly to long synth pads sounds, drones and similar, to make them more alive and breathing, not time-synced and not repetitive. But surely you can try it out on anything else you want. It's built as a dual-band effect, to be able to apply those variations differently to each chosen group of frequencies, or to only one of them, before being added back to the original audio signal. Parts of its chain are light random volume and filters modifiers, resonators, random frequencies shifters, saturators, a clipper, random panners, mixers, and a limiter. Therefore, as shown in these pictures, variations will be added after choosing in which point the audio bands are split, creating two signal flows sent respectively to the up and down effects chains. These can be added randomly, to the volume EQ level in a subtle way, to the frequencies, to the pan of each band's group, and by a chosen amount, to the resonance, to the saturation, to the clipping, and to the pan again when the random pan button is set to off. When the PRP button, pan random positioning, is set to on, the manual pan knob won't affect the audio signal. In this way the upper bands and lower bands pan can be either randomly moving or manually positioned. The pan randomization and the safety limiter can only be switched on or off. The possibility to mute a band group helps to focus only on the other, or to choose to work with one group of frequencies and add only that one back to the original signal in the amount given by the general dry-wet knob. The variations applied to the source are largely customizable, giving a wide range of choices, from really subtle to very heavy, thanks to the band split point choice, the use of the dry-wet knob for the whole effect, the two more specific dry-wet knobs for the frequencies shifters of each band's flow, the pre-FX chain band volume level, the post-FX chain band volume level, the on-off switches available for the Roboters resonator effect, the frequencies shifters, the saturations, the clipping, the pan randomization, and the limiter. The amount of randomization for the light sound pressure variations in the lower chain, and light filter EQ variations for the upper chain. If these knobs are turned all way left, there will be no variations at all. The amount of randomization for the frequencies shifters, and on these, which bands will be affected mostly using the four selectors, high mid, mid in the upper chain, mid low, low in the lower chain. There are no rules to follow here, it all depends on the audio material you're feeding into Imperfektor, and whatever you switch on or off before reaching the frequencies shifter stages. I may say the most important parts of this dual band effect are the main dry-wet knob, the band split point knob, the pre and post FX chain volume level faders for each band flow, as your affected sounds can drastically change each time depending on your choices made using those ones. Don't expect the audio signal coming out of Imperfektor to be similar to the original one, as this is absolutely not the goal, quite the opposite. Mixing which imperfections and in which amount with the original audio is up to your personal taste and need. It's very important to work keeping an eye to the volume levels, and I highly recommend to leave the clipper, or the limiter, always on. Please do read the very important end notice paragraphs on the manual before starting. I hope you're going to have fun using Imperfektor, free for your use. In case you'd consider to make a donation, the donate button is available on the website dcsiproductions.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching.